Okay, I heard that. All right. Sorry, everyone, for the delay. Yes, we were live there. Hi, everyone. My name is JaVonni Brustow. I am your host for today. It is Sunday, May the 1st, recording live out of the nation's capital. I'm your host, JaVonni Brustow, the Media Mogul, and this is PopGlitz Radio, Season 2. Joining me today is quite a crowded panel. We have the beautiful Tyger Leone of TygerLeone.com. Welcome, Tyger.
Hi.
And she helped kick off this season. Welcome back. And I also have Mohammed of Bazaar Daily News in the UK, who's actually just joined our team. Welcome and congratulations. Mohammed. Great. Hey. And finally, we have the uber-talented Jay-V Simmons, half of the group Soul Ambitious and star of the web series Bum Rush. Thanks for coming on, sir.
Appreciate the invite.
All right, great. I know it only took us long enough. So in spirit of having a reality star here, I wanted to talk about Gabrielle Union, who made claims of blacks not being able to get in the door in Hollywood. At this year's Sundance Festival, she said that half the time African Americans don't even get the opportunity to fail. At least let me audition, so you can say I just wasn't good enough. Most times, black actors can't even get in the door. How would you say your experiences are, JV, in the industry as a singer and now embarking on a web series? Do you think that it's more difficult for minorities?
The way the music is today, it don't seem like it's difficult because all the minorities that's actually getting record deals today, so most of the music is just crazy. So I don't really see it as a problem for minorities because I feel like everybody's getting record deals because of the type of music that's being put out today. I'm not sure about as in the acting industry, but not in the music world now. Okay.
I mean, I always say that there's space for all of us if it's if you're seeing any type of or experiencing some difficulty getting in. It just means you have to try harder, find another avenue of getting in the door. And right. I know you're a little pressed for time. So would you mind letting us know about the web series? I think I saw that you're on episode 6, I think, of the second season, actually, right? This is season 2?
No, this is actually season 1.
Okay. And tell us about the show.
Well, the show is called Bum Rush. Me and my bro Dre Foreman written and directed and produced it. I play a undercover officer named Detective Lawson. Basically, it's a story about friendship, love, money, betrayal, and violence. I play an officer named Detective Lawson that returned to like the old neighborhood that I used to live in as an undercover cop, sworn to take down the local drug kingpin. That was before I knew that like my best friend was next in line and actually working for the kingpin that I needed to take down. So the story is basically like, being that I have to take down this drug lord and knowing that my best friend works for him, will I honor my badge or my family? But it gets really twisted in the story because even though like my best friend works for this drug lord, and people be like, well, yeah, why would you take down your best friend? But as you watch it, as it goes, you'll also see that, that my best friend did some dirt to me too. When I went away to school, he ended up like marrying my girlfriend and sleep. It just gets real crazy in here. So I'm in between the two worlds, basically.
Okay. And find the show.
Say that again. You was breaking up.
I said, tell us where we can find the show.
Oh, it's on YouTube. It comes out every other Tuesday. We got 6 episodes out now. All you gotta do is go onto YouTube and type in Bum Rush, the web series, and it'll definitely just pop up. And that's episode 7 come out this Tuesday, actually May 3rd. So it's doing pretty good. The numbers is up there. We got like 13. We only been out for maybe 2 months now, maybe a little bit over that. And we got, we up to like a little bit over 13,000 views. So people actually watching and enjoying it, which is, the fun of it.
Yes, I started seeing that across my timeline when you were sharing about the show, and I said, okay, I've known this guy for like a couple of years. When did he start doing a web series? So I said, I have to check this out. And so that's very good. Proud of you. And tell me about the group, Soul Ambitious. What have you guys been up to lately?
Well, Soul Ambitious, I mean, we've been working on new music and stuff. I've been so into Bum Rush, so that's why. So like you said, you know, when things don't work out, you try to find another avenue. So that was another reason of me actually doing Bum Rush, because I knew that I could write and direct stuff, but I was like, being that I'm an R&B singer and I needed another avenue to promote my music, and I knew that at this moment, you know, web series is popping right now, so me putting my music, so Ambitious music is basically all through my web series, which helps with promotion because now I got a bigger fan base from that, and now I'm about to release an actual solo project probably within the next month and a half.
Oh,
and,
nice.
You know, so I've been, you know, I think that, you know, like you said, you got to find another avenue to get into the business, and being, you know, that's why it's crossed over to like the web series market.
Very good. I mean, you know, you got to keep it going, got to keep trying. That's definitely what I'm doing. I used to say I've never been a big fan of being live or definitely live or being on air, but everyone's told me forever that I needed to do radio and video, even though I've off and on done it for like the last 5 years. I finally gave in, and I do a couple of shows a week. So, hey, you know, it comes with the industry. We've got to do stuff sometimes, whether it's in our comfort zone or not. So before we go, where can we find you on Twitter? Or where's your social media?
At Mr. Jay-V. My social media for Instagram and Twitter is at Mr. MRJAYV. Or you can follow at Soul Ambitious, and it's Soul Ambitious, not Ambition. And or you can follow at _Bum Rush. It's all over there.
Okay. And just so the public would know, I'm not trying to rush Mr. Simmons. I know that you said that you're shooting in like 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I'm actually parked outside the shoot right now, so I just stayed in my car because once I get out, it's over.
Got you. All right, so I'll let you go. So thanks for being patient and for coming on today. I appreciate it.
That's okay. I appreciate you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Certainly, I'm going to have you again.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. So the thing that I liked about having Jay-V Simmons on is, he's gone. What I liked about having him on is I felt like this was like Fox News' Outnumbered, where it's a group of women and they're one token guy, even though I know there's technically one woman here. You know, there's like 2 other gay men here, so he felt like the token macho man. You all don't have to be quiet. You're sitting there like you're at gunpoint. Jesus Christ.
I felt like I was for a minute because that was so fast, like listening to all that, and I was trying to go to the web series and load it, and then I like muted myself, like, let me be quiet for a minute.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned that part. I was in a hurry because he was going to go shooting today. And I said, of all days, when I have this guy here who only had 15 or 20 minutes, of course I waste half of that time, or the majority of it, having trouble connecting. Wonderful. Good job, Vonnie. So, Tyger, what are your thoughts on just blacks in Hollywood? Is it really that difficult for us? And I just wanted to say, as far as Gabrielle Union's claims, to me, in my opinion, she seems to be almost like one of the picture faces of Black Hollywood, I thought. She seems to always be in something. I mean, she's always in some type of BET movie or something. I guess she wants bigger roles, is probably her point.
Yeah, that's
but the lady's always working.
Yeah, she's always working, but the type of shows that she's on, I mean, like, you have to think when she started out, when I first knew of Gabrielle Union, like, I was really young. I used to watch Seventh Heaven, and she was Mary, Jessica Biel's character, Mary's best friend or friend on the show. So that's how I got to know her. And then from Bring It On, I have not seen her in any, like, things that are outside of just, you know, movies that are catered towards the Black community, and just like being Mary Jane.
Right.
And it's a great show. I think my mom actually watches it. I've only got to see a couple of episodes, and she's a great actress. But
it's a highly rated show. I mean, I think it's their most popular show ever for the network. So, I mean, if anything, yeah.
The demographic for it, though. I mean, you know, like she's probably wanting to branch out and not be, you know, a BET actress. I mean, it's a great show, and don't get me wrong, like, I don't watch BET often, but I have tuned into that show, you know, to watch it on my DVR. But I think she might want the chance to, you know, be in a, like, really big budget, you know, movie or something, and I think that that's what she meant by that. I know that she's definitely, you know, all about the Black community. I do have an aunt that recently passed away a few months ago that was also an actress and, you know, has done some stuff with Tyler Perry and things. But I think she enjoyed being on that level. She even had, like, a very small role in the movie Bessie as well. And so
you said on that level is in what type of level? You mean above the BET acting?
Well, yeah, or like the plays and things like that. Like, she was based out of Atlanta, and she really enjoyed doing the plays. Plus, she was, you know, over the age of 60, you know. So she, you know, just was enjoying having small roles. And she's even, like, done Single Lady. She had a small role in that as well. So she is more familiar with what was actually going on in, like, Hollywood and Black Hollywood. I'm not as familiar with it. All the information that I got, you know, would come from her.
Okay.
But I think that it can be a little hard to get mainstream, whereas for her it seems very easy to get those small roles and things like that, you know, for ours. But I can see what Gabrielle's saying. I don't think that she means there's not any roles, period. Just,
right.
You know, give her a chance to be in a, you know, like, blockbuster film, I guess.
Understood. What is your take on that, Mohammed?
I've actually met Gabrielle Union 3 times, and there's a particular word that comes to mind when I think Gabrielle Union: typecasted. Gabrielle Union has been typecasted into these typical Black roles that have her feeling like she's forever going to be a BET star. But Gabrielle Union has been around for much longer than, you know, all these other shows and Being Mary Jane, all that stuff. She's been around long before those ever became on air. But now she feels like she's stuck in those roles because that's what she keeps doing. Gabrielle Union has to learn to demand more. Granted, Being Mary Jane is a great show, and I've seen it, well, how many times? She has to learn to demand more when it comes to contractual negotiations to appear in something. If she wants to appear in the next big blockbuster $400 million movie, then Gabrielle Union has to learn how to negotiate to star in the next big blockbuster movie.
Right. Now, I have a question. There was a film festival that just occurred in New York, the Tribeca Film Festival. And I want to say that this was Leonardo DiCaprio who recently said this in an interview while at the festival, that the thing that, I think I got the person wrong, but what helped their career the most was one word, and that one word was no, meaning that he started turning down roles, and that was how he was able to, you know, get up higher. I understand that things are difficult. It can be kind of hard breaking into certain arenas and audiences in the industry, but I mean, if you're known for taking everything that's thrown at you, you're not going to get very far that way either. And I had just interviewed Clark Peters of The Wire this week. I haven't posted our interview yet. I'm going to try and do it before the night's over. But he agreed. I mean, you have control over your own career. If you want to stand around with your hand out going, oh, yes, a master, to every single opportunity, of course you are going to be typecasted. And that's probably the same way that I would describe her, because she seems to be that type of BET artist. However, you take your resume as it is and deal with what you have, and try to get from point A to point B the best way that you can. Make your resume work for you. She might want better roles than the BET shows, but hey, she's on the most popular show that the network has ever had, so that definitely has to stand for something as far as negotiating higher. I definitely wouldn't advise her to take a second role with BET after this, because it's likely not going to top this. You'll be going backwards, if you'd understand. Moving on, everyone knows my favorite rapper is Miss Rashida, the Georgia Peach. I just can't help my ratchet side, y'all. Anyway, she's mentioned in a song some years ago about how when a black girl is naked or half-dressed in pictures, she's referred to as a video hoe. But when white women do it, they become famous. Kim Kardashian. And the empire built on sluthood, the Kardashian empire, is about to get another installment with the Kardashian family matriarch, Kris Jenner, who is alleged to be considering releasing her own sex tape. Thoughts, Tyger? How do you feel about
Mohammed wants to take that first.
Oh, yeah? Yes. How do you feel about a potential Kris Jenner sex tape, Mohammed?
If Kris Jenner releases a goddamn sex tape, she needs to go find the nearest grave to bury herself in. First of all, the broad is like 7,000 years old now. She's been around since she's been through, 3 or 4 United States presidents now? That's a lot.
You said 3 or 4 what?
Presidents. She's been around for quite some time. But, when you're that old, at least have a little class to keep it together. You're famous as hell. You've got money. You're not broke. You've got probably millions and millions of dollars. So why lower what's left of the Kardashian brand to release a sex tape? To release grandma's sex tape.
But look at these two. They're like, every day they're always playing the game of how low can you go. What else is left?
And it's funny and almost befitting that How Low Can You Go happens to be a song by a black rapper, because Lord knows this family only dated black men with huge dicks.
Wait, repeat that last part again. I want to make sure I heard this correctly.
It's almost befitting and funny that this song, How Low Can You Go, you just mentioned, happens to be sung and rapped by a black rapper, because Lord knows the Kardashians only like black men with big dicks. And I will guarantee you this sex tape of hers that's being shopped around probably is going to star some 25-year-old black guy she's on the football field through Kim's phone. And she's probably going to pay her $50,000.
Did you say that she found him through her phone, through her daughter's phone? Oh, that is rude. And hold on, so I will allow the part about the black men, but okay, the size thing, how do you know about that? Because I think we've only seen one. Do you know something that the rest of us don't?
I've seen more Kardashian sex tapes than I have Kardashian episodes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's because of the problem. When you've seen more Kardashian sex tapes than you have an episode of Keeping Up with Kardashians. Oh. I've seen Kim's, I've seen Where Do We Close? There was that one point in time with Scott Disick and Kourtney Kardashian. Mama Kris is the only goddamn Kardashian don't got a sex tape.
I want to see. I want to be crass for a minute. I want to see Kourtney, if she has one, because all I can remember is
Kourtney.
Was it?
Why on earth would you want to see the cigarette smoking bougie aunt that talks like this? Ooh. I just can't see that being very attractive.
Because look, I still remember the episode where Kris came downstairs and claimed that she saw Scott naked. And she was just like wowed for like the rest of the evening, and she was saying, she just kept talking about about how big he was. And then she was pulling out, like, sausages and fruits out of the refrigerator trying to find something big enough for a comparison. So, hey, I want to see you. Don't shoot me. I'm just a consumer, Scott Disick. You know, Courtney's,
wow.
You never saw that?
I didn't see that episode.
Yes, she was really carrying on about it. I mean, she was really she just was really talking about how big it was, and I was thinking how totally distasteful that is. How are you going to talk about the size of your daughter's man's penis? But since it's out there, and see, because of that episode. I mean, but look, since she talked about it, why else is Courtney staying with him for all these years? I remember seeing the episode of him getting mad. He was drunk, and he, like, punched a mirror with his fist, and it was, like, blood all over the place, and Courtney, got upset, and she left with the baby, and she always leaves, and she always comes back. She always catches him cheating, and because he gets paid as, host, like a co-host, like, you're out. You're not invisible. People can see you. People are recording you with other women. People are taking pictures of you with other women, and she knows this. And yet she will still, repeatedly, after all these years, always come back to him. What other reason would it be than the revelation that her mother, Kris Jenner, gave about her man's size? I've just always said that she's stigmatized, and I can't think of any other reason. There's no plausible reason that you would put up with that.
You have to keep in mind that when it comes to the Kardashians, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick, they're like Aunt Shirley and Uncle Bobby, the two black aunts and uncles that reunite at a family Thanksgiving 20 years after a divorce, but keep coming back together. They're at each other's necks at the dinner table, but after hours they're secretly screwing each other's brains out. Kourtney Kardashian has got more mental problems than my biological mother.
Oh, God.
Scott Disick, if you've ever seen Kim Possible from Disney Channel 10 years ago, Scott Disick reminds me of the goddamn Nick and Roll rats.
Stop it. It isn't nice to compare people to mole rats now. But look, okay, you were talking about having mental problems. To be fair, she's the only one in the family who has a college degree, and I think she's going to graduate school now. She just signed up to go back to school. I mean, I guess yes, Courtney did. Because we'll look at it. So, what did you say?
She just signed up to go back to school at 50? That's news to me.
At what? No, I said Courtney did. Courtney.
At 50?
I'm pretty sure she's not 40. What is she, like 37 or something? Stop it. She's like 37 or something. Oh, my God.
Kourtney Kardashian is damn near 40.
Yeah, they're pushing it. I know that.
Like 35 or 36.
Yeah, they're all around 35. So now, I'll say this. This is a smart move because the family is alleged.
Kourtney is the oldest. Kim is 34. Chloe is barely 31.
All right, so look, you mentioned about Kris not being broke. True. I mean, I believe they did have like a $400 million fortune. I don't know what it was, but.
In 2016, the Kardashians have an estimated net worth of almost $350 million.
So, Courtney's probably seeing the writings on the wall, and the family currently has $200 million in lawsuits against them. $180 million is for Kim's quote-unquote fraudulent makeup line, where she's being sued for it being misleading. I think deceitful was the word they used. I don't know what type of claims you can make in a makeup line that you could be sued for like hundreds of millions of dollars for being deceitful.
Maybe
I don't even know.
Thinking they're going to look like him.
I mean, they should have just put like a disclaimer: must have plastic surgeon plus like cell phone full of black penises to equal this and be one of us. And then that would solve the whole legal situation.
Makeup line being deceitful, because the only thing deceitful about Kim Kardashian is the claim that she continues to make that ass is real. Girl, please.
Oh, yeah, that's a diaper.
Well, okay. What did Phaedra say about Kenya Moore, Home Depot silicone diaper booty?
No, honey, that's 2 roasted turkeys stuck in a bag.
Kenya Moore's butt looks way more real than whatever Kim has going on in her pants right now.
Okay.
I almost feel bad for Kanye West because I'm sure he has to have a roadmap to find her special lady part.
Oh my God! I'm sure he has
So this topic has no hope.
Just one question for Kanye West.
Yes.
Is it East or West?
You know what? Well, look, I think that she saw the writings on the wall regarding, their fortunes, because they have all these lawsuits against each other. Kim's husband, Kanye, claims to have $50 million of debt. Remember, he was on Twitter, complaining about it. Kim herself spends.
That was personal debt. It wasn't debt. It was just meaning that he put out that much as far as investing in himself. He doesn't owe anyone $50 million. You know what I mean?
And I understood that. Hey, I'm a Donald Trump supporter.